Hello everyone. In this video, we will be seeing how process mining helps to uncover inefficiencies in the process. With the help of Celonis process mining tool, we will showcase the operation analytics use case done in the master data management process.
Let's quickly dive into the demo. So what we are seeing right now is created from a sample set of 1,000 records, which resembles the actual material creation process. So the view in front of you is for the executive dashboard. What are the KPIs that are of prime importance to my process? So on the left, you could see the various material categories that are listed, starting from refresher drink, snacks, and frozen foods. And the two primary metrics, the SLA analysis, which talks about out of these thousands cases, what percentage of my cases are falling within the defined SLA. And the second one is the rejection analysis, which talks about what percentage is getting rejected, and I want this metric to go down. So what you are seeing on the left is the process explorer, which talks about my entire process flow. That starts with the request being submitted, and then it moves on to the review stage, and then you perform a duplicate check, you send it for approval, and then the business approval, the data team approval, you update and activate it in system. So this is what we call it as a happy path, the straight through processing. But this covers only 66% of the total cases, whereas the rest are some sort of a deviations. So let me slightly increase the deviation panel, and you could see that an activity called rejected popping out, and that happens in close to 230 cases. So as I further increase the deviations, I could see a lot of activities that are emerging from my process diagram. One is the data team getting rejected, which happens in 15 cases, and after rejected again is going for review. And if I further increase it, you could also see a lot of other deviations and channels that are happening in my process. And I also get the actual count of these activities and the cases. Not only this, now let's see the magic of process mining. I can also turn towards the throughput time. With the same analysis, it will throw me what are the bottlenecks that are there in my process. Here I could spot one thing: from data team approval to moving to activated and system, it is taking me 10 days time, which is a potential bottleneck. And from request being submitted to review and entering the basic data, it is taking me 5 days. This also could be a potential bottleneck in my process. And here from business approval to update and system, it is taking a 4-day time period. So imagine that if you have to do a similar analysis, right, without the help of this tool, then it becomes close to impossible if you have to do it in a manual way. So with this, let me move on to the next analysis or the capability of process mining, which is the rejection analysis. We talked about material getting rejected as our primary concern, and on the left side you could see the rejection rate and the rejected cases, and most importantly the reason for those rejections. Here you could see that data incomplete happens in 33% of the cases, and incorrect cost center happens in 21% of the cases, and also the incorrect material request happens in close to 15% of the cases. These are my top reasons why my request is getting rejected. So with this, let me move on to another feature, which is the conformance. This is a inbuilt feature that Celonis has. So what it does is that we can compare an industry benchmarked process, and then we can upload it into the Celonis tool, and we can actually check how this process has happened. So in this case, we could say that 86% of the my cases are conforming with respect to this standard model that we have uploaded. And continuing on with that, it will also throw us what are the violations that are happening in the process. I just want to showcase one other capability of process mining, which is the comparison. So here, as we discussed, we can compare any two processes or materials or regions within my own organization. Here we have taken two plants. One is the plant in AL. We can also select other plants, and it will throw us the information of this particular plant. On the right side, we can select another plant, which is a plant Washington, and it will give us information about it. Now I can do a comparative study and say that for this particular plant, it is taking 5 days, whereas here I am spending an additional 6 days. Now let us move on to the advanced capabilities of the process mining tool or the Celonis tool. So whatever we have seen right now, it's based on historic data, say last 6 months or 1 year of data, and we have identified the gaps with the help of Celonis. But what we are seeing right now is the live data. We can connect Celonis to the live data source and we can track the KPIs on a day-to-day basis. So these views are particularly created for a process owner. So what I can see here is that I can see the list of cases that are here and what is the current status of it. For example, if 18 days are the my SLA and if the days near around 15 or 16 days and I still see that the cases are getting not resolved, what I can do is that I can select these cases and I can send an automated email from Celonis to that particular stakeholder, intimating him to take action and notifying him about the breach. So, with this, we have come to the end of the demo.
Coming to the summary, we have seen the various capabilities of process mining and how it helps in achieving operational excellence. And we believe that Celonis is the right tool that will help organization in this transformation journey. Second, through the intuitive operation analytics dashboard, we have seen how easier it was to spot inefficiency in the process. Not only that, it also helps to quantify them and also pinpoint the factors that are contributing to those inefficiencies. And with Celonis advanced EMS capabilities, it becomes much easier to track and monitor the KPIs in the process and take preventive actions. Thank you.